Hello, my name is Amnh, and today I will be discussing my prompt and my objects. So my prompt is, in what ways do our values affect our acquisition of knowledge? So the three objects that I chose is, first, God is a Woman, the song and music video by Ariana Grande. Second, the COVID-19 vaccine. And third, the theory of evolution by Charles Darwin. So for the first object I will discuss is God is a Woman by Ariana Grande. This song and music video showcases how values of self-determination and the defiance of limitations can affect our acquisition of knowledge. The music video showcases to us different symbolic reinterpretations. One of them that it shows is the reinterpretation of Michelangelo's The Creation of Adam. In the artwork, Grande replaces herself with God and all the men in the portrait with women. This symbolic reinterpretation of the artwork showcases to us how females can be divine in creation and have power. So, and whether or not people's values affect whether or not they accept this knowledge that Grande is providing. So basically, in the music video, people have their own values, and these values that they have, it affects whether or not it can act as a barrier of knowledge in the music video that Grande is trying to interpret to us. Then my second object is the COVID-19 vaccine. So in this vaccine, when the virus spread, people were initially scared to take this vaccine. So due to the media warning them about whether or not it can actually be safe or not. So these psychological values that the people had when they were taking the vaccine affected whether or not they accepted the knowledge of it. So for example, if someone was scared to take it, they would reject the knowledge that the vaccine was provided, whether or not it would protect them or not. And if people were not afraid of it, they would accept the vaccine's knowledge. Then the last object I chose was the theory of evolution by Charles Darwin. The theory of evolution stated how species have evolved through natural selection and their evolution in their DNA. And so basically people can have their own values of religion. And in their religion, these values tell us whether or not they accept the knowledge that the theory provided. So for example, the values that the people had in their religion didn't align with what was stated in Darwin's theory. So people initially they rejected the theory. However, some groups did align with the theory and accepted the theory's knowledge. This showcases to us how our own values, such as religion, can affect whether or not they act as gatekeepers or pathways to new knowledge.
Hello, I'm Sha Elizabeth from 11R, and the prompt that I will be evaluating is, how does the way we organize and classify knowledge affect what we know? My main object for this prompt is the Inside Out movie, the Library of Memories to be specific. So the Library of Memories is a collection of experiences and memories that we encounter in our daily life. It's what's happened throughout our childhood to how we are as an adult. These memories and these experiences basically give us emotions which affect how we react to things or how we explain things. In specific, this movie, the main character is Riley. Riley has these emotions in her head that are joy, sadness, fear, disgust, and etc. These emotions in her head basically classify and organize how memories are placed in the world. And these memories and this classification of emotions basically give us an idea of how we explain things or how we react to things. This knowledge that we all have from our emotions is very distinct and very unique. This uniqueness makes us different from everyone around us, because all of us experience emotions in a different manner. These emotions give us different knowledges about different things. The way one is brought up affects how our emotions are formed. And this affection of how our emotions are formed will affect how we classify and organize certain knowledges. So for example, I may think what I'm doing is right because my emotions tell me this is correct and this is obviously right. However, someone else will think that your reaction and your expression to something is completely wrong because of the way they've grown up. So in Inside Out, the way you grow up is basically forming your identity. This formation of your identity basically gives you the knowledge of what you know for the future. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Yasmine, a Theory of Knowledge student from 11R. My prompt is, to what extent is certainty attainable? And my object, on the other hand, is Edward Lorenz's chaos theory, the butterfly effect. It showcases that small initial changes in certain conditions end up with completely different outcomes. This is shown when Edward Lorenz in MIT, a meteorologist, was conducting experiments with weather predictions where he's created a system on the digital devices, the computers, in 1961. His predictions found out behavioral differences when he put rounded off values into this computer and found completely different findings than the actual numbers that were not rounded off. This behavior found out the concept of the butterfly effect, where small initial changes in conditions lead to completely different outcomes. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Ysef and I am the designer of the website that was used for Tokflix 2025, the first semi-virtual exhibit for ARKIS. Now, this is a TOK exhibit that revolves around the theme of Netflix. And this is a website that I have created to present student videos in a very organized manner, to allow visitors and guests to see the videos in such a way that makes it very flexible and shows a freedom of presentation. Students are allowed to upload their videos into this website, and this allows everyone to see them easily. Now, this website was made to promote sustainability, as instead of using paper, cardboard, or any other wasteful material, we have made a digital website, meaning that we were capable of minimizing the use of any of those wasteful materials, which means we are saving wildlife, we are saving sea life, and we are saving many other types of life, as we are decreasing pollution and increasing global awareness. Thank you.
My name is Amnh. I'm from grade 11A, and I'll be talking about how imagination influences knowledge about the world. So I'm going to be talking about my chosen object, that is my mother's stethoscope. My mother would always tell me stories about her life when she was in medical school. And that consisted of a lot of challenges, and a lot of positives, and a lot of negatives that were there, like emotional stress as well as mental stress as well. So throughout her experiences, she would tell me them as a child and up until now, and I would take those experiences as a lesson. And I would also make sure that I would also put this into my imagination. So when it comes to putting into my imagination, meaning I connect this visually. So usually all the scenarios that she tells me, I always make this visual image in my head, and I always try to put myself in her shoes and feel the way that she felt. Now, a lot of the times my mom would say not to go for medical school, but this piqued my interest in medical school, as this is something that my mom was passionate about, and she persevered regardless of all her struggles. And I'm also wearing my mother's stethoscope right now, and it's something that has truly taught me about how important TOK is while analyzing my mom's stethoscope in connection to the TOK exhibit, as TOK theory of knowledge is something when it comes to understanding other people's perspectives and different types of knowledges. In this situation, the knowledge is more of getting experiences from other people and stories and understanding their perspectives throughout all the stories that they have said.